Now, bear with me on this as I walk you through the anatomy of some recent on-air bets I made with my man Shannon Sharpe live on Undisputed. I'm going to give you the backstage background of how my mind was working as these bets got proposed and accepted. In my view, most undisputed bets are won in the setup and the negotiation. And I'm going to give you a case in point. I had talked up and talked up and talked up most of the season the up-and-coming Oklahoma City Thunder. Shannon all season had talked down about the New Orleans Pelicans, in part because our moderator, Jen Hale, loves and actually lives in New Orleans and covers the Pelicans. And it's also because if you go deeper into Shannon's mind, he's never been a big fan of Zion because Shannon predicted that Ja would turn out to be a better player ahead of their draft than Zion because he said Ja would stay healthier. I loved New Orleans at home in a play-in game against the up-and-coming Thunder, and Shannon bit. So we bet one case, in case you don't know. Weirdly, we bet cases of Diet Mountain Dew. It was the first day we ever did the show. It was September 6th of 2016. Shannon just blurts out of nowhere, I'll bet you a six-pack of your favorite drink that blah, blah, blah beats blah, blah, blah. And I said, six-pack, make it a case. So, in said game, at New Orleans, play-in game, Pelicans versus Thunder, Brandon Ingram had the ball in his hands with the lead late in the game and got stripped by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All he has to do is make that shot, just a two-point shot, I win the bet. But I get a reprieve. I get a second shot. C.J. McCollum, who's been pretty clutch in his time, had a jumper from about the free throw line. It wasn't a great look. He was leaning left, but nonetheless, the trap has been set. So here we go with the final play-in games. And here we have more opportunities for me to get even and even get my pound of flesh back from Shannon because we've got games coming up where Oklahoma City is now going to go to Minnesota, and Shannon is on fire for the Thunder. And I'm thinking Minnesota is just better at home. That's what the point spread said. And I'm thinking, okay, so I'll talk up that at home, I don't really love Minnesota because they've got the Rudy Gobert cloud hanging over them. He'd been suspended. He'd gotten into it with Kyle Anderson. So I'm talking up on the air to Shannon that, hey, the Heat got problems. Jimmy Butler had missed the practice the day before, and it sounded like he was pouting, which he is wont to do. So I'm talking and talking it up. Hey, Miami's got deep, serious cultural problems that they'd never faced before. And it sounds like Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, has gone south. And I didn't even have to propose the bets. Shannon jumped on both. He's taken the Thunder. He's taken his Bulls, his Thunder, his Bulls. And I'm like, gotcha. And I got him good on both games because the home teams won both of those games, which led to the next bet. Just to give you the background of this, my mind is working because Shannon picked the Warriors to beat the Kings. At the last second, I took the Kings only because I decided that the numbers are screaming the Kings are just better than the Warriors. They have been all year long. They ranked first in offense. The Warriors ranked 17th in defense. De'Aaron Fox voted the clutchest player in basketball because he's far more clutch to me right now than the guy I see in every other ad on TV, Steph Curry. I'll take De'Aaron Fox in the clutch, in the fourth quarter clutch, over Steph Curry any day or night, and I'll just show you the numbers. We put 2 more cases on that because I like my chances. And here we win again, and here they win again. And you know the story. I won 2 more cases. So this is just to give you the background of how my mind and wheels turn. And we've lost track of this. I've lost a little bit of count of this, but just for the record, over the, what are we up to now? From 2016, 6.5 years, going on 7 years that I have worked with my man Shannon Sharpe, I have won over 200 cases. I'm up over 200 cases on Shannon Sharpe. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.